Tigers, Bulldogs, Saints. Welcome to DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Welcome to DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance. Tom Duggan, Kelly Pyburn, Chris Vance, Casey Midget. We got a packed house already, guys. We got a packed show today. Coming up at 9:15, Bryna Pelham of the DeKalb County High School Tigerette softball team will join us. She recently signed with Campbellsville University out of Kentucky. We're going to talk to her about that and the upcoming season. I'm excited about spring sports. I'm just going to put that out there right now. Lady Saints coach Erin Patterson, she's going to join us around 9:30. I always put these times out, and we're never close because we talk a lot. Sometime around 9:30, 9:45, Erin Patterson, Taylynn Taylor, Emmaline, Hendrix of the DeKalb Middle School Lady Saints will join us. And probably won't be the last segment today, but 9:45 or so, Jesse Sutton with DeKalb County Youth Baseball. I'm talking too fast. Slow down. Will join us to talk about their fundraiser coming up next week and youth baseball signups and all that. Good morning, everybody. How we doing on this gloomy Saturday morning?
Doing well.
Kelly's happy today. I was praying hard last night the Bulldogs would win because she texted me yesterday and said, my mood tomorrow may be dependent upon whether we win or lose tonight. But Kelly, y'all won big. I know you were telling us struggle a little bit shooting the basketball, but still a big win over Hillham in the James C. Hale tournament.
Huge win. I told him our next opponent, we were trying to not look ahead, put a game before, but we had already looked at Lobelville, and I was like, they're kind of good. I said, we have an advantage. I said, we've played in this gym. It is a kind of crazy because that gym is huge.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Middle Tennessee, it's no longer the little gym. They have the little gym and the varsity gym, and we played in the varsity gym. So it's a high school floor, but it's bigger than DeKalb County High School. I mean, it's a huge. There's a lot of room in behind the backboards and onto the sides. So I don't know if the depth perception. I'm like, you can talk too fast.
It's contagious.
Tag, you're it. I don't know if that played a role in us not hitting as well. I don't know if nerves played a role. Some 8th graders were pretty. I only have 3 of them, but 2 of them were extremely excited to play, but knew that it could be the last game. So
sure.
I'm thinking some nerves played in, but we had other players step up that we really needed, and so we had a great game. I mean, we didn't shoot well, but we played well, and we were lucky the other team had lots of walks. But we were putting ball pressure, so maybe the ball pressure was causing them to walk, but
that's what it was.
They had lots of turnovers.
Good coaching, forcing the turnovers. 42-16, the final score. Levi Cripps with 18 points. Aiden Garza ends up with 11. Landon Holmes, 8 points. Maddox Pyburn, 3. Lucas Noakes, 2. And I was also texting Kelly saying that Casey had put her under the gun during our telecast the other night. He's already he's predicting you and defeated in a championship game. That's a lot of pressure.
I would love for that to happen. I would because I'm planning on this being my last year coaching boys basketball.
What?
So,
sound the breaking news.
So I said plan. This is 11 years, and I don't want to go home in the afternoons.
I thought you was going to take over volleyball. That's
no.
Before Coach says it, I'll get that.
I know nothing about volleyball. So I would like that. My dad has won 3 of them, and I would like for that to be in the championship game. We're gonna have to get really lucky, but it'd be nice.
We were talking about Lobelville having a 1,000-point middle school score. I think Brody Lee is his name, and that's kind of mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's like from 5th and 6th grade on. That seems to me. I can't imagine you'd have to play about 30 games, and I don't know that they can. I don't know. Maybe they do. I have no idea. That or you're beating the crap out of somebody, and I don't.
I mean, they're probably just keeping like Saturday morning Saint stats. Like
they may be. And then maybe counting JVs. I don't know. That is a feat because I know I didn't get to play my sophomore year because I tore my knee up, but I only had like 740 in high school. So I was like, and that was over 3 years. And we didn't play any really postseason. We played the one turn, the one game you got in the district, and then we were out. But that's kind of mind-boggling to me.
Sounds like you have one player to stop.
Well, supposedly they are both. There's a 6'3" point guard and a 6'3" post player. I don't know if they're 6'3" because that's what the kid told us. I mean, Maddox thinks he's 6'2", and he's 5'2".
Connor thought he was 6 foot in the third grade, so
yeah,
I understand that.
It's hard to tell. We have watched some game film. My assistant coaches, they have a little more time than I do, and so they have both watched the game. I'm gonna try to watch it today. I don't know how much bigger they are, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's how the kids get out there and play. So, we got to see, we'll play with the hand we're dealt, and we'll do the best we can.
Monday at 3:15, the DeKalb West Bulldogs at the James C. Hale State Tournament will take on Lobelville. So you got a great excuse if you have to work. A lot of people don't because it's a federal holiday, but if you've got the day off, head over and watch DeKalb West play. In fact, go early, and they've got games starting around 10 in the morning, and they'll be playing throughout the day. So if you like basketball, just take in the full day if you got the day off work. But be sure to go over and support our Bulldogs and get them to the semifinals, because we're going to try our best to live stream if Kelly, if you get to the semifinals. And the other two teams on the other side of the bracket, I don't know where they're from, but one's called North and one's called Beaver.
I know.
I may know Beaver. I know some Beaver.
That's Leave It to Beaver. That's television. Close enough, but we'll hopefully get to do that game, Kelly. We get to the semifinal. We're going to say win because Casey's already put you on the spot. But DeKalb County High School played Upperman last night. The Upperman girls are number 2 in the state. Upperman boys are number 1 in the state. Tough night for the Lady Tigers. It was 9-6 in the closing seconds of the first period. Upperman hits a 3, and it's 12-6, and then Upperman does what Upperman does, and they run away with a 61-24 win. Boys game, it was close early, nip and tuck first period, and then a little stuff started happening. Toward the end of the first period, Ty Cobb, the great player for Upperman, great sophomore, he really didn't look like he was on his game. I watched the game online, and just kind of looked like he was there, but not just, putting up the kind of stats he does. And he and Jordan Parker got tangled up, just basketball contact, and Cobb fell and injured his ankle. Apparently, he's been playing with an injured ankle for part of the season anyway. Went out, came back in the second period. Well, later in the second period, they got tangled up again, and Cobb took some exception to it. Well, he decided to play basketball, y'all, and I tell you what, in the last 2 minutes, it went from a 9-point to a 20-point lead for Upperman. Cobb had 7 points. He also had couple of big steals that led to some fast break points. Upperman pulls away 78-44. What blows my mind, I think Upperman ended up shooting 23 of 32 from the floor. Chris, that's just mind-boggling, and that's our court. That's not their court.
Yeah, and you look at the defense that DeKalb's been playing all year. They play tight. They play aggressive, in-your-grill kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And, to give up that type of shooting percentage, from the floor is just ridiculous.
Yeah, Upperman certainly had the shots going, and Cobb ended up with 19. He averages 28 a game. And, Casey, this is a kid that scored 1,000 points in 47 games. I mean, he's a prodigy. He's a great player, and showed up last night. That Upperman team, I tell you what, they're loaded, they're good, and they're going to go a long way this year.
It was, I ain't going to lie, I think me and a bunch of other people just showed up to see what that kid is all about. And you're right, in the first half, he looked like that, he just wasn't all the way on.
Mm-hmm.
But even watching him play, even when he would miss, you could just tell that kid is different. Like he even missed, and it was impressive. That type of thing. He can hit shots when you're there up on him. He hits fadeaways. I watched him in warm-ups. I think he took 30 shots in warm-ups and missed 2. It was craziness to watch him out there. But, the thing about it, in that first quarter, the Tigers was right with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were down by 3. I think at the end of the first,
It ended up 5. It was 18-13.
Okay.
They were up a couple occasions. I know they got in the lead there in the first.
They came out. They were not intimidated by him or none of them in that first quarter, and they come out and showed it. I thought the boys moved the ball around well. I thought they found the open man well. They had a very good first quarter. I was very encouraged by it. And then DeKalb does what DeKalb does, and he took over in the late in the second quarter and then in the third quarter. But the thing is, I was talking to some other guys. If you are a player besides DeKalb for Upperman, you almost get to the point where you're like, maybe I'm going to take a few more shots, because that team is deep. It is very deep.
It is.
DeKalb did not beat DeKalb County last night. That team beat DeKalb County last night. And, everybody's focused on Ty. There are some really good players on that team besides him that will play in college for sure.
Yeah. In fact, you look at Bronston Chaffin, he's going to go Division I in football. I mean, you got a 6'3" post. Basketball's not his first sport, and he's a big impact on the court. You're right. That team's deep. They're 10 deep, easy.
Yep. It was really neat to watch that team, and this is no disparagement against our boys at all, but that team has been playing basketball and pretty much basketball only since they were in
Toddlers.
Yeah, elementary school, and it was neat to see how a team that is really, you would say, classically basketball trained go out there and work. The way they move the ball, the way that they wait for the open shot, the way they find the open shot, it was really impressive to watch.
Kelly, did you have something? I thought you looked like you was going to.
I was just going to say that's why if they're ranked number 1 in the state, that's going to be why you can have a great player, but one player can't win games. You've got to have the other 4. Really got to have 6, maybe 8. Depending on how far you want to go, how much, I know our district is good, but then when you look at Upperman, is our district really good in their eyes?
Yeah.
As far as competitiveness can push them, I don't know that anybody has played them close in their district.
Well, Stone is number 2, and they beat Stone by, 17?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is to keep that high level of competition and to know that you're going to have to go and play somebody better.
You don't want
as you progress.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 5 around here. One player can dominate and can do, but to go on and I don't know how much the region and the state is, but to go on, you're gonna have to have those 5.
I don't think till you get to the sectional round, honestly, you're going to be challenged to that degree.
I wouldn't say that. Livingston almost beat them the other night. It was a very good game.
But my thought is this: are you how into it is? Just like Cobb last night, I don't think he was in it to start with. I think they thought they could show up and win the game easily. Are you feeling challenged? Because if you're not challenged, are you going to go out there and play with your full arsenal and give it everything you got?
That kid plays. He can turn it off and turn it on. We had some guys watch some video of him. They played a tournament in Florida over Christmas break, and it was one of those, high-level tournaments down there. I don't claim to be a basketball tournament expert, okay, but it was a very prestigious tournament down there. They had the first game they played was against, somebody around like what we would be.
Beaver?
Yeah, Beaver. They played Beaver that game, and I think he had 16 or 18 points. Well, they turned around and played Georgia's number 1 team in that classification. He had 40 points.
Wow.
Then in the championship game, which they lost by 1 point, they played Florida's number 1 team. He had 38 points.
Yes, but that also, and I agree with what you're saying, that he can turn it on and off. But he may be, and I'm sure Coach Williams has talked to him about this because both of them, is it McWilliams?
Yeah.
Both of them are
not to be confused with McDonald's.
Both of them are extremely good coaches as far as they think the game 4 steps ahead, and they think they may have talked to him, they may have brought him up in a culture where he's learned, okay, this team's not as good. I need to get my teammates involved.
Yep.
Because
right.
like it or not, if he is the staple of he's the best player on the team, you still have to have the 4 other players. I'm saying 6 in boys just because of the rotation and the level of speed they play and the fouls that are called. You have to have that kid, and he has to have a good head on his shoulder, and he has to have been coached. You have to get your teammates involved because at some point your shot's not going to fall. You need them to make shots. Same thing for us last night. Nobody's left our post open all night long. When our post got the ball, they didn't have a clue what to do, wide open. Same thing, Coach McWilliams has probably taught him, or he maybe just be one of those gifted kids with that ability to know I can back down this game. Probably what he thought last night until he got mad.
Yeah.
But, I can back down. I can let my teammates have their glory. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know. I don't know the kid. But if he's playing at a high level, if he's probably being recruited, he knows that he's going to have teammates, and he's going to have to learn to play with other kids when he goes on to the next level.
I think you're exactly right. At no time last night did I think, well, that kid's a ball hawk. At any time, it looked like he was trying to get – he made a lot more passes than he did shot attempts.
And some nice passes behind the back.
Oh, it was pretty.
He dunked. I don't know how tall he is. He looks maybe 6'1", maybe, and he had a nice dunk there in the second half as well. But big win for Upperman. I think DeKalb showed some encouraging signs. They're a good defensive team. Shots didn't fall for them. They were 18 of 50 from the floor last night. And just seemed like especially once Cobb got rolling and the Bees just sort of gelled around him, they took command of that basketball game. All right, we're going to take a break here as we've got Bryna Pelham waiting on deck. We're going to talk some softball with her. This is DC Blitz, and we're presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Teamwork, accountability, honesty, showing respect, dependability. These are all qualities that I began learning as an athlete growing up in DeKalb County. Hi, this is Tennessee Assistant Golf Coach Payne Denman. Whenever you're looking for a teammate that has your back, look no farther than my friend Grant James and the team at DeKalb County Insurance. They can help out with all your business, auto, home, life, or Medicare insurance needs. Give them a call today at 615-597-0660 or visit them at www.decabinsurance.net. Tell them I sent you, and as always, go Vols.
When closing on a new home or piece of property, you want the process to be as smooth as possible. For almost 20 years, DeKalb Title LLC has been helping new property owners in Smithville and DeKalb County through that process promptly and efficiently. As your trusted title expert and closing company, they believe buying or selling real estate should be a joyous occasion, and their team does everything possible to keep it that way. DeKalb Title works to make sure your transaction gets to the closing table and your new property is secure for years to come. Let DeKalb Title help you close and protect your residential, commercial, or new construction transaction today. Call 615-597-2303 or visit them online at DeKalbTitle.com.
As first-time home buyers, navigating the real estate market can be both exciting and daunting. At Farmhouse Realty, we understand your unique needs and are dedicated to guiding you through the process with ease. With our extensive knowledge of DeKalb County and its surrounding areas, we can help you find your dream home or sell your existing property at the best possible price. Farmhouse Realty is committed to understanding your financial situation and goals, finding the perfect home that aligns with your lifestyle, negotiating the best terms for your purchase or sale, and being there for you every step of the way. Give us a call today at 615-597-FARM. That's 615-597-3276, or check out our listings at farmhouserealty.org. Farmhouse Realty. Let us help you achieve your real estate dreams.
There's nothing like homegrown. Around here, nothing grows better than local businesses and families. It's because starting on common ground makes things just shoot up. Just look at those neighborhoods and business districts. Around here, it's always growing season.
At First Bank, we share your hometown and your love for our community. That means you get down-to-earth local lenders who get down to business faster. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville's brand new hair experience is the Hairloom, located at 107 West Main Street, in the heart of downtown. At the Hairloom, we believe that every client deserves exceptional service and personalized care. Whether you're looking for a fresh cut, a stunning color, or a rejuvenating facial, our experienced team of licensed barbers, cosmetologists, and estheticians is here to make your vision a reality. Step into our relaxing and friendly environment where you can unwind while we pamper you. Your comfort and satisfaction are our top priorities. Give us a call at 615-417-1081 or book your appointment online at thehairloom.com. Experience the hair journey you've been waiting for at the Hairloom, where your beauty blooms.
Impact Physical Therapy is a direct access, cash pay physical therapy clinic, which means your care is provided one-on-one by a doctor of physical therapy, tailored to you and your needs. Whether it be injury, performance, or generalized health improvements, a plan is developed to improve your overall health, mobility, and strength safely and without injury. Another benefit of direct access is if injury does occur, you can immediately seek out care for an evaluation and treatment, potentially that day or the next day, without having to wait for a doctor appointment. Impact Physical Therapy, located at 656 West Broad Street in Smithville, inside Vitality Fit. For an appointment, call or text 615-464-7479.
Do you ever get tired of long waits at the corporate pharmacy? Well, let me introduce you to your hometown hero, Johnny's Drugs, located at 516 West Main Street in Smithville. Johnny's Drugs is all about friendly service and efficiency. Our team knows your name and understands your needs because we're not just a pharmacy, we're your neighbors. Experience the warm, welcoming atmosphere that only a hometown pharmacy can provide. Johnny's Drugs, where friendly faces and efficient hometown service come together.
When you've been in business for over a quarter century, you know you're doing something right. And they've been doing things right at Kilgore's Restaurant since 1997. When you ask people around town about the best place to eat, you can bet the name Kilgore's will be mentioned. From their amazing chicken to juicy steaks, fresh fish, succulent shrimp, hearty burgers, or flavorful pork chops, Kilgore's has something for everyone. Don't forget their hot bar at lunchtime, Mondays through Fridays, then bring the family back for dinner. They are open from 10 until 9 Mondays through Thursdays and 10 until 10 on Fridays. If you're on the go, you can phone in your order at 615-215-8249, then pick it up at their convenient drive-through window. Come on down to Kilgore's Restaurant, where every meal feels like home.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding comfort in the time of sudden loss, we're here to support you every step of the way. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
Want a mower that's tough enough to break all the rules? Want everything without sacrificing anything? Want performance for the long haul at an unbeatable value? The perfect balance of power and performance? You want a bad boy mower. Packed with power, muscle, simplicity, and comfort, the pro in you demands. It's your time. You deserve a bad boy. Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. Find your big boy mower at Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville. Visit them online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Dude.
I finally downloaded some new bumpers, y'all. Finally. Welcome back. This is DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We are pleased to be joined on the program by Bryna Pelham, DeKalb County High School Tigerette softball senior and Campbellsville University commit. Well, signee now. You signed. It's official now, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm doing good today.
Good to have you with us on the program. And let's talk about Campbellsville University. What do you like? What stood out? What made you want to go there?
Well, I thought it was a very pretty campus, and the coaches were very nice. And I used to play travel ball down there.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play travel ball against the coaches.
Yeah.
And so they're very competitive coaches. So that's what stand out to me.
You like that. You want coaches who want to win.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about the program, what division, and kind of where they stand in their division.
They're NAIA, and they stand. What else?
Yeah, just the competitiveness of the program itself.
Well, they're very competitive, and they've went to like states and stuff, and they played. They've been in a lot of
conference tournaments.
Are they in a particular conference?
I
didn't do my homework this week, so I'm having to ask you all the questions that I should already know.
Yeah.
So, what positions are they looking at for you playing for them?
They said outfield and infield.
So you're going to be versatile, basically.
So basically everything, right?
I'm about to turn Kelly loose because Kelly's the collegiate softballer
Do you still
here.
catch anymore?
No.
No more catching. So basically center field, middle infield is what they're looking at for you to do. Do you slap or are you straight right-handed?
Straight right-handed. Or straight left-handed.
Straight left-handed. See, you turned it around. What advantage do you feel like you have when you're batting left-handed?
Well, I have a little bit of a curve to my ball when I hit it, so it has a curve when like somebody's gonna catch it at last minute.
All right. Are you hopeful to get to go in and play as a freshman, or do you feel like you're gonna have to earn your spot, or what are they? How many kids do they keep on the roster?
They keep a lot, and so I feel like I'm gonna have to work to get to where I have to.
Chris?
Well, I was kind of just looking down. I was trying to do some homework during our break. I did not find the conference. Looking at some of the teams y'all play, it's ridiculous as to where they are. Texas A&M, Louisiana State, whatever, with the hyphens. Tom mentioned earlier or asked you about why Campbellsville. My question is, what is it that you want to major in, and is that something that you've thought about, and does Campbellsville offer that?
Yes, sir. Campbellsville does offer what I want to major in. I want to major in elementary education. And I have to get my bachelor's degrry and go.
Stop
for
it,
4
Kelly.
years.
Bachelor's. Go ahead,
She's
Bryna.
going after the
we
real
apologize
money,
for Kelly.
But I have to have my bachelor's degree and go for a year.
You've already signed. Is there a program running weightlifting that Campbellsville has sent to you that they want you to be working with? Or are they going to wait until high school softball is over?
I think they'll have to wait till high school.
Okay. So you're ready to are you doing anything over the winter months before your season to try to prepare for this upcoming senior season?
Yes, sir. We are. We are doing weightlifting, and we're doing conditioning, and we're throwing.
Are you playing travel right now?
No, not.
No, she's sitting at the end of the table right now, Kelly.
Yeah, well, but we were talking earlier. They've got a lot of indoor tournaments, and I know over in Shelbyville, they turned that horse arena into 2 softball fields. And the last time we played over there on Sunday was high school day. And so a lot of your high school travel ball teams were playing. The kids that are not playing basketball were playing softball inside. And mainly for pitchers. It's mainly for pitchers and hitters is what you're gaining because there's a net and it's kind of hard. But I didn't know if you were still playing. Are you going to play travel ball this summer, or are you going to go straight from high school to Campbellsville?
I'm going to play softball this summer.
Who are you playing for?
Jack City Jacobs.
Still stay with them? Same coaches? Or what's some tournaments you're looking forward to that you're going to go to this summer?
I think we're going to play some, like, Show Me the Money tournaments. So, like, Mississippi and, like, Alabama.
Now,
Places.
do you like when you get to travel to those big places?
Yes, I do.
Now, who is the coolest person you've had to play against? Like when you're doing these huge tournaments, you're seeing these pitchers that are going Division I and stuff like that, and y'all usually play up. I know your mom has always said y'all play up. Who have you played that we've seen on the college?
Plumlee. We've played against her, and she's going to Tennessee University. We've played against her a lot.
Yeah, you play against her in the regular season too, won't you?
I see her sometimes in travel ball.
Yeah, there you go. Travel ball is it's a cool thing because you make new friends. The older you get, the younger you don't, but the older you get, you make new friends that you might play with, you might play against. Pretty cool thing.
That's the kid from Gordonsville, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
So, what are you looking forward to most about your senior season with DeKalb?
I'm looking forward to making memories, of course, and then I am looking forward to go to regions and state.
New coach this year, not new coach altogether, but new head coach. Has anything changed in a big way with Ethan Duke taking over as the new head coach?
Everything's the same. I mean, we're still ready to compete, practice.
I saw the schedule just a few days ago, and especially early on, it looks tough. It's going to be very competitive. Are you excited about that?
Yes, sir.
Any teams in particular that you've seen on the schedule that you're excited about playing so far, or tournaments or anything like that?
Gordonsville for sure.
Yeah. They got a great program over there. Coach Bush has done a great job for many years with Gordonsville. So
bring up Coach Duke. I remember him in the hallway and in his classrooms, and he was very even-tempered, mild-mannered. Is that the same approach that he has on the diamond, or can he turn that switch up a little bit?
He turns it up a little bit, but he can be silly sometimes. But we just like to joke around sometimes.
Bryna Pelham, our guest here on DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance. Your mom was a fantastic high school softball player when she played, and she's coached. And is she tough on you, or how has she been as mom / maybe part-time coach?
She's always pushed me to do the best, always, and she's just great.
Is there one thing that she emphasizes more than anything else, whether it's related to on the field or off the field, pertaining to softball? Is there one thing that she maybe just tries to drill in your head?
She always tells me to go out there and have fun.
That's the most important thing, to go out there and enjoy yourself. And what do you feel like this team is capable of? How many seniors altogether will there be on this year's team?
There will be 2 seniors this year.
Okay.
And both of them have signed.
And both of them signed, yeah. And both of them have been on our show.
Yes.
So hopefully it'll be good luck for y'all. But we're looking forward to it. Casey, you've not really even jumped in here.
It's hard for me because I'm going to be honest with you. Bryna's bunch is the first bunch that was always really, really special to me. That senior bunch that you're in from head to toe is just a great bunch of kids and great athletically. And Bryna, it has been awesome to watch you grow and hit. I remember you from T-ball and just watching you grow into the person you are and the athlete you are is really been fun for me to watch. You know, you had a lot of advantages. You had a mom and daddy that was very athletic. You have aunts and uncles that's very athletic, cousins that's very athletic. Almost you'd be letting the family down if you weren't athletic. So
Black sheep.
I'm sure it was one of those either do good or you're out of the family.
She's not going to let the family. She's going to raise the bar. That's what she's going to do. I see that
that's
coming.
Exactly right. And that girls softball team this spring coming up next month or whatever is going to be a lot of fun to watch. And you're a huge part of that. Core, of course, huge part of that. I am so happy for you guys, and I'm telling you right now, I'm really super happy that you're going off to college, but this is the time that I'm really excited about. Y'all are going to go do some damage in this district this year.
Well, Bryna, we thank you so much for joining us this morning. We wish you the best, and we'll keep track of you certainly at Campbellsville, and maybe when you're in sometime we can have you back on the show to talk to us. And on top of that, we'll have you back hopefully during softball season when we're talking about going and winning districts and things like that, all right? All right. Bryna Pelham's been our guest here on DC Blitz. When we come back, we're going to shift gears. We'll talk some middle school basketball. We got Coach Erin Patterson, Taylynn Taylor, and Emmaline Hendrix in the house. We'll do that on DC Blitz. We're presented this morning by DeKalb County Insurance.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise, but Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change a car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent is DeKalb County Insurance. Get a quote today at DeKalbInsurance.net.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. Go to ErieInsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
When closing on a new home or piece of property, you want the process to be as smooth as possible. For almost 20 years, DeKalb Title LLC has been helping new property owners in Smithville and DeKalb County through that process promptly and efficiently. As your trusted title expert and closing company, they believe buying or selling real estate should be a joyous occasion, and their team does everything possible to keep it that way. DeKalb Title works to make sure your transaction gets to the closing table and your new property is secure for years to come. Let DeKalb Title help you close and protect your residential, commercial, or new construction transaction today. Call 615-597-2303 or visit them online at DeKalbTitle.com.
As first-time home buyers, navigating the real estate market can be both exciting and daunting. At Farmhouse Realty, we understand your unique needs and are dedicated to guiding you through the process with ease. With our extensive knowledge of DeKalb County and its surrounding areas, we can help you find your dream home or sell your existing property at the best possible price. Farmhouse Realty is committed to understanding your financial situation and goals, finding the perfect home that aligns with your lifestyle, negotiating the best terms for your purchase or sale, and being there for you every step of the way. Give us a call today at 615-597-FARM. That's 615-597-3276, or check out our listings at farmhouserealty.org. Farmhouse Realty. Let us help you achieve your real estate dreams.
Hey, Sam!
Who said that? Cheryl? What are you doing up there?
My bank always leaves me up in the air. I'm still waiting for an answer. Oh, darn birds.
Well, switch to First Bank. They have fast local decision makers and the latest banking products and digital.
Whew, what a relief. I'll call First Bank. When I was up there, I saw a branch near me.
First Bank never leaves you hanging. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville's brand new hair experience is the Hairloom, located at 107 West Main Street, in the heart of downtown. At the Hairloom, we believe that every client deserves exceptional service and personalized care. Whether you're looking for a fresh cut, a stunning color, or a rejuvenating facial, our experienced team of licensed barbers, cosmetologists, and estheticians is here to make your vision a reality. Step into our relaxing and friendly environment where you can unwind while we pamper you. Your comfort and satisfaction are our top priorities. Give us a call at 615-417-1081 or book your appointment online at thehairloom.com. Experience the hair journey you've been waiting for at the Hairloom, where your beauty blooms.
Impact Physical Therapy is a direct access, cash pay physical therapy clinic, which means your care is provided one-on-one by a doctor of physical therapy, tailored to you and your needs. Whether it be injury, performance, or generalized health improvements, a plan is developed to improve your overall health, mobility, and strength safely and without injury. Another benefit of direct access is if injury does occur, you can immediately seek out care for an evaluation and treatment, potentially that day or the next day, without having to wait for a doctor appointment. Impact Physical Therapy, located at 656 West Broad Street in Smithville, inside Vitality Fit. For an appointment, call or text 615-464-7479.
Need your medications? Johnny's Drugs has got you covered. At Johnny's Drugs, we make sure you get the prescriptions you need. when you need them. No more waiting around like you do at those corporate pharmacies. Johnny's Drugs is all about friendly service and efficiency. Whether it's a quick refill or some advice on over-the-counter remedies, our knowledgeable staff is here to help you feel your best. Experience the warm, welcoming atmosphere that only a hometown pharmacy can provide. Johnny's Drugs, located at 516 West Main Street in Smithville, where friendly faces and efficient hometown service come together.
Kilgore's Restaurant, where great home cooking has been their passion since 1997. If you're looking for a delicious lunch, the hot bar at Kilgore's is served up daily with plenty of home-cooked choices. Tender meats paired with 2 or 3 of their signature sides, all served up hot and fresh. If you're in a hurry, call 615-215-8249 to place your to-go order. Hey, don't forget, Kilgore's isn't just about lunch. They are also open for dinner Monday through Friday. Kilgore's also offers catering for your special events. Come on down to Kilgore's Restaurant, where every meal feels like home. Open Monday through Thursday from 10 until 9, Friday from 10 until 10.
Just like the excitement of the big game, life is filled with unforgettable moments. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that when the final moment comes, you want to honor those moments with dignity and care. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding solace in a time of grief, our compassionate staff is here to provide the support you need. Trust Love Cantrell Funeral Home to guide you through with respect and professionalism. Love Cantrell Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of DeKalb County Athletics through 3 generations. At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
When it's time to attack those outdoor landscaping projects, you want to go into battle with the tools that will help you get the job done right the first time. After all, your time is precious. When you're ready to go on the offensive, let Southern Landscape Supply get you armed with the best landscaping tools on the market. Southern Landscape Supply is the home of Bad Boy mowers, tractors, UTVs, and handheld tools. Bad Boy, with their legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value. Hustler mowers, DeWalt, Red Max, and Echo handheld power tools, specialty turf equipment, and more. Plus, they offer the best parts and second-to-none customer service. Ready to attack your landscaping project? Prepare yourself with the best tools at the best value. Visit Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville, or online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Fire the bumper guy, music guy, whatever. I can't talk. I can't do anything right today, y'all. I can't do anything right every Saturday. I'm glad Daniel's here. We've really been a mess. DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance. We are honored to be joined this morning by Coach Erin Patterson, Taylynn Taylor, and Emmaline Hendrix of the DeKalb Middle School Lady Saints basketball team. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Y'all look just fired up, happy. Not like me. It's a dreary day. It's no fun being out on a day like this. Coach, we got a chance to call your game the other night, and you told us a couple times we've had you on the show that shooting shots. My goodness, how many shots y'all had the other night? Me, Casey, and Chris. I think we were trying to will the ball in for you. So many shots the other night, especially in that second half. It was just tough.
And they were, and there's either right there on the rim, around the rim, or right over it. I mean, they were right around the backboard every single time. mostly.
I'm not one that likes to pick on officiating, but I want to address kind of the elephant in the room the other night was the foul situation in the first half. And I know the style you play, you like to be aggressive and get after it. But my goodness, I think they shot 21 free throws in the first half, and you shot 4. And the fouls, I mean, you had Hannah was in foul trouble, and, you had 2 and 3 here and there. From my point of view, it just seemed a little one-sided.
I mean, it was a 2 to 12 foul count.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even tell me that's remotely fair.
Right.
And I don't like to, say anything much about the refs either, but some of those were cheap fouls.
Yeah.
And I even asked them, as soon as they went to the locker room, I went to the refs' office and I was like, all right, tell me, what did you see that I obviously didn't?
Mm-hmm.
Because both of those refs, they refed me growing up most of my games. And I was like, all right, we have this relationship. And, I mean, the biggest thing they called them out on was the lack of charge call. And they said that our girls they were set, but they were free falling before they actually made contact.
Right.
And so that's where a lot of ours did come from. But we also got lucky that Livingston were 4 for 22 from their free throws.
Yeah.
Halftime.
Yeah.
So
they did struggle from the line. That was one of the things, but it just seemed like every time we'd look up, there's another whistle and another foul, and it's hard to get in your flow. I'm sure when you've got so many fouls and you really don't know what do we need to do differently. And I know you're trying to get answers from the referees, but it was probably frustrating for you yourself and definitely for the team.
Well, I mean, it's definitely it kills your momentum because you're going, you're being aggressive, and then you get your 4th foul. And as an 8th grader, that was Hannah at halftime. She had 4 fouls going into halftime. I mean, you want to play safe, but you also want to rebound every ball that comes near you.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she was trying to rebound, it's almost like she got a foul.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, how do you play your fullest potential and try to play the refs at the same time?
I was determined that there was a lid on the basket in the second half of the basketball game.
It happens.
It was invisible, but it was there.
In junior high basketball, sadly to say, it happens a lot. And it's just, I always account it to just nerves. They're kids, they're young, inexperience. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. My boys, I constantly telling them, I'm like, if you can hit an outside shot, let's take an inside shot.
Yeah.
But sometimes getting to the basket, because most teams, probably like the girls, they put everybody right in front of the basket, so you can't just shoot a layup, and it's hard to get some momentum. And I've been in her situation too, where the fouls get real lopsided, and you're sitting there. I mean, you put your best 5 out there, and there's the others sitting on the bench because they're not the best 5, and you're like, who do I put in? you know, so. It has to be hard, and it's so disheartening as an adult that has played to sit there and be like, why can't they make a basket? Like, I don't understand. So I feel you on that. This junior high is a lot harder coaching than high school, because high school they're a little more matured, a little more finished, and then you get them in junior high and they're like, they're squirrels. They're just squirrels running around.
I thought Casey was going to run out on the court. I mean, he was really getting fired up.
I was very upset. I don't have to be a diplomat. I think the refs were totally against you and the whole team the whole night. And I made that very well known during the game. I'll tell you, and this is for y'all really. Watching that game, at the end of the first half, I think, were y'all up by 1?
Down by 2.
You were up by 2?
Down by 2.
Down by 2. Okay. But it was really close. And if you were to have blindfolded me, I would have said y'all would have been up by 6, 8, something like that. And it was really just because of missed opportunities down there as much as anything. So, and it's not just y'all, and it's not just the boys. It's high school. Saw it last night in the high school. I see it all the time, obviously, in junior pro. What is it about a simple layup that everybody says that's the easiest shot you've got? You're right there. What is it about a layup that is tough when you're in the middle of a game like that?
You just get pressured. Don't want to get blocked, so you rush your shot
you know, I kind of thought that. I think Chris actually talked about that during the game. Is it that you is your mind trying to trick you into like there's no way I can be this open and nobody's around me? Is it like, you know, somebody does your mind tell you, oh, I'm about to get hit going into this, and is that what causes you to rush on things?
I just really don't want to get blocked, so I just like rush the shot and then I hard.
Yeah. You know, I'll say this. I've watched y'all play all season. You two had a great game. Emmaline, both of y'all have progressed tremendously throughout the season, and both of y'all had good games. It was almost unfair that you got to count shots in all this too, but especially you, Taylynn. I'm telling you right now, did your lens come out of your glasses? Is that what
we
it was?
want to know about that because we were. It looked like the lens popped out, and then the official picked it up and took it to the coach, and you're chasing the official down. What happened?
Well, I think they got hit off my face, and then when they hit the ground, the lens came out, and I tried to get the ref to give it back so I could like go play again, and then she didn't look at me.
My point exactly. She held on to it. It was just like I saw her pick it up, hold it. You were like, try to get me my lens back, and she just walks around with it. You will never. That's a perfect example of what we've been saying all season about the ref. But I'm telling you, when that happened, I started freaking out because you were really just establishing yourself down low, and you had made a couple shots. You were getting a lot of rebounds. You just were really a presence down there, and I didn't know what happened. I thought it was the lens that had come out, and I was like, oh gosh, I hope she can get that back in, you know, so she can actually see when she's down there. But it was just exciting. And the whole team, I felt like, and Hannah, I always feel like is kind of the spark. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but man, it doesn't seem like there's anybody any more fired up than her out there when she's on the court. And to have her get 4 fouls in the first half, how did that affect the way that y'all had to respond?
Well, I was kind of worried because Hannah's like one of our main rebounders, and we had to step it up without Hannah.
Yeah. Well, listen, it was a loss, but it was a good game. That you guys were in that game until even the last minute.
Yeah.
If half of the shots that you missed were to have gone in, you would have won that game by 20 points. So, you know, I know y'all have worked on offense a lot over the course, and it's just almost unfair that game was a loss because you played a very good game that night. I think everybody was very happy with it.
Girls, when you look at it, you kind of reset. Tournament starting, you're 0-0 again. I mean, is that kind of your mindset as you get ready for the tournament this week?
For sure. We just want to try to go as far as we can and just really push through.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the confidence level of this team right now going into the tournament, knowing that you're just really back to square one? Anything you do moving forward, you can go win a championship. What would you put your confidence level at? 10? All right. Hey, I like it.
It makes you very dangerous people.
Do you have I know they're still working out all the matchups, right, Coach? Nothing's still set yet, is it?
We found out last
Stone?
night we're playing Stone.
Okay. What makes Stone tough, ladies? What do you feel like is the toughest aspect of that team?
Probably their post, like their post, their post.
So making sure Hannah doesn't get 4 fouls in the first half is probably imperative, right? What do you feel like your team can accomplish in the postseason?
Well, I think that if we really work together and just like clean up our offense, we have a chance.
All right.
Emmaline was like, did they hand out cash at the end? Because that's what we could get right there.
Taylor, what have you enjoyed most about your 8th grade season?
It was just a lot of fun. I just love the season and all the players. Coach.
What are you going to miss most about middle school basketball?
Probably eating before games.
I would rank that up there too.
The
Nothing like
importance
pregame
are on the
meal. Emmaline, what about you? What's been the best part of your 8th grade season?
The best part has been being with my friends, and we just all like make each other laugh, and it's really fun being.
What are you going to miss most?
Probably hyping each other up and like talking before the games. That's really fun.
Do both of you plan on playing high school basketball?
Yeah.
What do you think will be the toughest challenge moving up to the next level?
Honestly, just keeping up with high school. You know, it's a step up, and the girls are bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be quicker and stronger.
Taylynn, what about you? What do you think will be the biggest challenge for you on the next level?
Trying to try my hardest to play get maybe.
I thought she was going to say, making sure the officials give me my lens back when it falls out of my glasses.
You're going to go into the world of contact.
Coach, you do get set for Stone, and you've seen them twice. They always say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season, which is always proven to be true. What do you think the team needs to do well from what you've seen in the first couple of matchups, or maybe do differently? Not to give too many secrets away here on air in case somebody's watching, but what are you kind of preparing for?
Honestly, every time we played Stone, there's 2 big concepts that have held us back from, progressing further with scoring. And it's their press has killed us a lot, and our passing through their press and trying to get the ball down the court. We have a lot of times our posts are wide open, but it's getting the ball past half court.
Right.
And the other thing with them is they've got a high post that drives straight down to the block, and no matter what she does, either goes in or gets a foul.
Wow.
And so we've got to learn how to shut that down and work through their press. And honestly, we should be able to compete with them after that.
All right.
And same thing like them with everybody else we've played. We get sometimes 3 of the 4 quarters. That 4th quarter, if we can get it in there, we're competitive. So
this being your first year with the Lady Saints, what are some things that maybe you've learned on the job that, through the course of the season that again, you picked up on, and some changes you've seen even in yourself since the beginning of the year?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Honestly, kind of like you said, the shooting was the difference between high school and middle school.
Yeah.
Because, I helped at a high school level last year, and so I was used to their wanting to come into the gym anytime. Hey, coach, can I come in? Can I shoot today? That was more consistent.
Right.
But they could drive themselves. And so with middle school, they want to, but they've got to make sure they have a rod.
Yeah.
And so...
and they're not going to do it by themselves.
No.
Got to have a friend. It's like going to the bathroom. They got to have a friend.
Yep. And that's even we were talking about today, opening up the gym, and they're like, well, who all is going to be there? And so that's a huge difference for me. And it's just the fundamentals. You're still having to reteach a lot of those. And something I just didn't expect, I guess, that I've got to really emphasize more next year.
Well, and I think you're probably with girls, because I've coached them a little. It's not only their fundamentals. Sometimes they have the fundamentals. The girls, I would dare say, I don't know, I haven't seen, my 8th grade girls were bigger than my 8th grade boys as far as height. And when they hit that growth spurt, and it seems to happen between 6th and 7th grade, they're awkward with their bodies. Yes. And so whatever ball handling skills they had at 5'2" doesn't work at 5'7". I mean, they'll hit such a growth spurt, such a quick, that they almost can't control their bodies, and they're having to relearn these. I attribute that some to the boys. They do that between freshman and high school more. And that's why the freshman boys are kind of awkward sometimes. But with girls, you'd have to have probably seen that's happened. And there's not a lot to overcome that. Like, just being in the gym and them doing it is probably the biggest help to that. But like you said, you got to get them in the gym.
Yep. See, I think that's where their shot gets so off too, because you're, like you said, you go from 5'2" to 5'7", and that throws off your
Well,
whole thing.
and she was talking about her layup. The best way, you can still shoot a layup quickly. The best way to do that is practice it. Practice it like, I got to shoot it quick. And a bad free throw practiced enough times will go in. There was a kid, I can't remember who it was. He shot a granny shot for his free throws.
If it goes in,
he was 10
point.
He was 10 for 10.
Yeah.
He made every free throw he shot. So I'm like, whatever.
It's not stupid if it works.
I mean, in junior high, exactly, it is. From going from high school to junior high, have you found that you have to do a lot of thinking for them?
Yes. And I mean, because, your maturity level from an 8th grader to a freshman, your on-court experience, you learn things that don't have to be told to you as much. And with the middle school, you have to remind them, hey, you have to do this. It's not a natural reaction yet. And that's something I didn't think about. You get mid-season, you're like, I thought they would know how to do that. But no, I guess I still got to tell them.
That was the hardest part when I did coach junior high girls. Like, I was sitting there having to think everything, and I was having to think a step ahead and then say it a step ahead. And my boys, I get tickled all the time. I'm still like, pass the ball, shoot. And I'll try to say it in fast enough time. But it's a big curveball. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to next year after you have one season under you and you kind of know, now know what to expect and they know what to expect? Do you have a good 6th grade bunch coming up?
I do. And this 6th grade bunch, their parents, started an AAU team for them last year. And they're preparing to do that again this year. And so they will have that off-season camaraderie, to grow together. And so I'm looking forward to seeing them, how much they improve because they're playing on and off season.
Gotcha.
But we will have to do some fundraising for some new rims. And so,
ones that don't have lids on them, preferably.
Half joking but serious too, because Danny Fish would talk to me about, hey, he sometimes loosen them just a little bit, get a little extra bounce in there.
Yeah.
And so, hopefully, get more in the gym before, I got hired later last year.
Yes.
And so if you start it as soon as their softball season's over instead of mid-June, that's a couple extra months you've got to prepare for the next season.
Absolutely. And that extra time helps. And it helps you, I know, because now just as soon as the season's over, you can start planning rather than walking in just literally a couple of months for the job. That's got to be a difficult situation.
Oh, it was. And I didn't know any of the kids. And so I remember I gave them practice jerseys and just wrote down their numbers. And so I was like, well, I really hope I got the right name and the right number because I don't know who they are.
Well, Coach, we've enjoyed watching the team this season. And I got the world's amount of confidence y'all are going to go the postseason and do something special. So, ladies, go in there and kick some Lady Panther behind this week and make a run in that tournament, all right?
All right.
All right. Coach, thank you for joining us, and we appreciate it. And hopefully we'll have you back to talk some championship here coming up. And we'd like to come back and do some more games during the postseason. So y'all go out there and get some wins under your belt, and we hope we're able to do some games during the conference tournament. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Coach Erin Patterson, Taylynn Taylor, and Emmaline Hendrix has been our guest. When we come back, Jesse Sutton of DeKalb County Youth Baseball will sit down with us. This is DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Teamwork, accountability, honesty, showing respect, dependability. These are all qualities that I began learning as an athlete growing up in DeKalb County. Hi, this is Tennessee Assistant Golf Coach Payne Denman. Whenever you're looking for a teammate that has your back, look no farther than my friend Grant James and the team at DeKalb County Insurance. They can help out with all your business, auto, home, life, or Medicare insurance needs. Give them a call today at 615-597-0660 or visit them at www.decabinsurance.net. Tell them I sent you, and as always, go Vols.
When closing on a new home or piece of property, you want the process to be as smooth as possible. For almost 20 years, DeKalb Title LLC has been helping new property owners in Smithville and DeKalb County through that process promptly and efficiently. As your trusted title expert and closing company, they believe buying or selling real estate should be a joyous occasion, and their team does everything possible to keep it that way. DeKalb Title works to make sure your transaction gets to the closing table and your new property is secure for years to come. Let DeKalb Title help you close and protect your residential, commercial, or new construction transaction today. Call 615-597-2303 or visit them online at DeKalbTitle.com.
As first-time home buyers, navigating the real estate market can be both exciting and daunting. At Farmhouse Realty, we understand your unique needs and are dedicated to guiding you through the process with ease. With our extensive knowledge of DeKalb County and its surrounding areas, we can help you find your dream home or sell your existing property at the best possible price. Farmhouse Realty is committed to understanding your financial situation and goals, finding the perfect home that aligns with your lifestyle, negotiating the best terms for your purchase or sale, and being there for you every step of the way. Give us a call today at 615-597-FARM. That's 615-597-3276, or check out our listings at farmhouserealty.org. Farmhouse Realty. Let us help you achieve your real estate dreams.
Hey, Sam!
Who said that? Cheryl? What are you doing up there?
My bank always leaves me up in the air. I'm still waiting for an answer. Oh, darn birds.
Well, switch to First Bank. They have fast local decision makers and the latest banking products in digital.
Whew, what a relief. I'll call First Bank. When I was up there, I saw a branch near me.
First Bank never leaves you hanging. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Smithville's brand new hair experience is the Hairloom, located at 107 West Main Street, in the heart of downtown. At the Hairloom, we believe that every client deserves exceptional service and personalized care. Whether you're looking for a fresh cut, a stunning color, or a rejuvenating facial, our experienced team of licensed barbers, cosmetologists, and estheticians is here to make your vision a reality. Step into our relaxing and friendly environment where you can unwind while we pamper you. Your comfort and satisfaction are our top priorities. Give us a call at 615-417-1081 or book your appointment online at thehairloom.com. Experience the hair journey you've been waiting for at the Hairloom, where your beauty blooms.
Impact Physical Therapy is a direct access, cash pay physical therapy clinic, which means your care is provided one-on-one by a doctor of physical therapy, tailored to you and your needs. Whether it be injury, performance, or generalized health improvements, a plan is developed to improve your overall health, mobility, and strength safely and without injury. Another benefit of direct access is if injury does occur, you can immediately seek out care for an evaluation and treatment, potentially that day or the next day, without having to wait for a doctor appointment. Impact Physical Therapy, located at 656 West Broad Street in Smithville, inside Vitality Fit. For an appointment, call or text 615-464-7479.
Do you ever get tired of long waits at the corporate pharmacy? Well, let me introduce you to your hometown hero, Johnny's Drugs. Located at 516 West Main Street in Smithville, Johnny's Drugs is all about friendly service and efficiency. Our team knows your name and understands your needs because we're not just a pharmacy, we're your neighbors. Experience the warm, welcoming atmosphere that only a hometown pharmacy can provide. Johnny's Drugs, where friendly faces and efficient hometown service come together.
When you've been in business for over a quarter century, you know you're doing something right. And they've been doing things right at Kilgore's Restaurant since 1997. When you ask people around town about the best place to eat, you can bet the name Kilgore's will be mentioned. From their amazing chicken to juicy steaks, fresh fish, succulent shrimp, hearty burgers, or flavorful pork chops, Kilgore's has something for everyone. Don't forget their hot bar at lunchtime, Mondays through Fridays, then bring the family back for dinner. They are open from 10 until 9 Mondays through Thursdays and 10 until 10 on Fridays. If you're on the go, you can phone in your order at 615-215-8249, then pick it up at their convenient drive-through window. Come on down to Kilgore's Restaurant, where every meal feels like home.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding comfort in the time of sudden loss, we're here to support you every step of the way. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to.
Teamwork, accountability.
You want to go into the tools that will help you get the job the first time. After all, your time is precious. When you're ready to go on the offensive, let Southern Landscape Supply get you armed with the best landscaping tools on the market. Southern Landscape Supply is the home of Bad Boy mowers, tractors, UTVs, and handheld tools. Bad Boy, with their legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value. Hustler mowers, DeWalt, Red Max, and Echo handheld power tools, specialty turf equipment, and more. Plus, they offer the best parts and second-to-none customer service. Ready to attack your landscaping project? Prepare yourself with the best tools at the best value. Visit Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville, or online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Smithville's brand new hair experience is the Hairloom, located at 107 West Main Street, in the heart of downtown. At the Hairloom, we believe that every client deserves exceptional service and personalized care. Whether you're looking for a fresh cut, a stunning color, or a rejuvenating facial, our experienced team of licensed barbers, cosmetologists, and estheticians is here to make your vision a reality. Step into our relaxing and friendly environment where you can unwind while we pamper you. Your comfort and satisfaction are our top priorities. Give us a call at 615-417-1081 or book your appointment online at thehairloom.com. Experience the hair journey you've been waiting for at the Hairloom, where your beauty blooms.
DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance and sponsored by DeKalb Title, Farmhouse Realty, First Bank, Goodell Family Clinic, The Hairloom, Impact Physical Therapy, Johnny's Drugs, Kilgore's Restaurant. I'm hungry, by the way. I ate a donut hole and just ruined my whole day. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, Ranger Brake, Smithville First Baptist Church, and Southern Landscape Supply. Jesse Sutton with DeKalb Youth Baseball here with us. Jesse, good morning. Good to have you.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Hey, we appreciate you stopping by. And you got a big event coming up next Friday that we want to talk about. It is a, I guess, a combination chili cook-off and cornhole tournament. Do you eat the chili before you play cornhole?
That's up to if you're playing. I mean, if you want to eat before, that's fine. But now, it's funny how that all started because we started with just a cornhole tournament.
Yeah.
We were like, man, what are we going to do for food? We said at the board meeting, we were like, what if we just did a chili cook-off? Just have everybody bring chili. We ain't got to do nothing.
That makes a lot of sense. So who's making the chili? Who's competing?
It'll be different businesses.
Okay,
yeah.
So kind of like what they do on the square a little bit with the Habitat Chili Cook-Off, and different businesses have teams or so. How does it work?
That's what we're trying to go for.
Yeah.
Hope we get that many people.
All right.
I want to be a judge.
Yeah, me too. I'm all about some chili, so I'm planning on going. But how did the idea kind of come about for the cornhole tournament to start with? I know it's very popular, but how did y'all get that started?
Well, we every year we look for fundraisers to help raise money for the fields, and we're just sitting around at the board meeting and we're talking about different kinds of fundraisers we could do, and then board members brought up cornhole tournament.
Sure.
And everybody just ran with it. Sounded like a good thing to do. We've had some interest in it. So
I was going to say, how much participation typically does it draw? And do you have teams that pre-register? Can people go ahead and sign up for this?
Yeah, people can sign up now. You pay at the gate.
Okay.
They just reach out to me or one of the other board members, Lewis Richards, another board member. Jason Pelham's kind of running the cornhole part of it.
Okay.
If they just reach out to them and then they can pay up there, it's $50 per team.
Okay.
And then the winnings will be based off how many people show up, how many teams.
Single or double elimination?
It'll probably be run through it.
Okay.
That is subject to change.
Do y'all do that part in the auditorium?
It depends on how many people show up.
Yep. Do y'all do that part in the auditorium of the?
So I've
okay.
rented out the auditorium and the gym at the community complex.
Okay, so there'll be cornhole going on in both, I assume, or
it might just be just the gym and just have the chili cook-off in the auditorium.
Okay, all right. So, and it gets underway at 5:00 on Friday. So, it's perfect. You get off work, you go down, you eat chili. If you play cornhole, play cornhole. If you don't play cornhole, watch cornhole, and the proceeds will go to benefit DeKalb Youth Baseball. Now, tell us a little bit about DeKalb Youth Baseball. You said it goes toward the fields. Are we talking about over where the Little League fields? Kind of give us a rundown of what the money will go to benefit.
Yeah, a lot of the money that we raise goes to the benefit or goes to fix the fields that are over at the Little League. There's obvious things when you drive by, like there's obvious things that need to be fixed, and that's what the money goes toward.
Sure.
Between that and sponsorship fees, that's how we do it. Pure, like just basic registration fees, that is enough to cover like the refs.
Wow. It's expensive.
Yeah, it gets expensive. So I want to thank all the sponsors last year. Hope we can get enough sponsors again.
Many moons ago, I was part of Little League, and I know it takes a lot of money to get the league going. And of course, it's changed. I know it's a different brand of youth baseball, but it's all the same thing. It's the game of baseball. And it takes a lot to maintain the fields and to get the refs or umpires. I should say refs. I'm talking baseball here, but a lot goes into it. And this is not the only fundraiser you all are doing this spring, correct? I say spring, it's winter. But you've got another event coming up in March?
Yeah, March 1st. It's our second annual car and truck show. That'll be at DCA. Start at 9, end at 11. We did it last year on the square, and we ran out of spots pretty quick. We had a really good turnout there. So I'm hoping to have it even bigger this year, get it put out a little bit sooner than we did last year. And DCA was kind enough to let us use the parking lot, so we have a lot more spots.
And I'm excited to say that DC Blitz will be there that day as well, as we'll be doing our show live there. 9 to 11, that works out just about right because our 1 hour show never ends in an hour. so we will be out there doing our show live that day. We're excited about that. Now, as far as signups for youth baseball, when the year gets started, can you give us some details on that?
Yeah, so registration opened this morning at 8 o'clock.
All right.
Registration's open.
Now, where's that at?
It's on a website. I posted it on our Facebook page, and it has the link and everything.
Okay.
Facebook page is DeKalb County, Tennessee Baseball.
Okay, so go there, and you can go ahead and register. What ages are we looking at?
So we go from 6 years old until we can go up to 18. In the past we've had struggles finding enough to field teams for that older age group. But the board and myself, we're trying to put an emphasis on putting that back, like establishing that, and establishing the use of Joel Evans again. So.
Just an idea, because Smith County did this a few years ago, and that's where we have played Little League in the past because it's Little League. They partnered with Hartsville. So Hartsville had a team. Smith County, I think, had 3 teams, and they kind of played each other. Y'all could fall into that. And
that's what we've done in the past, and that's what we did with the 11 and 12-year-olds last year as well. We partnered with Warren County, which this year we're probably going to partner with Warren County and White County.
Mm-hmm.
And run and have them play that just so they can play more games. Because last year in 11 and 12, we only had 2 teams. And I didn't think that was fair that they just keep playing each other.
Sure.
That's why I reached out to Warren County and we did that. And it'll probably be about the same this year. But it'll just depend on how many people.
I was going to ask about that. Generally, what kind of participation numbers-wise are you seeing from the kids who are playing youth baseball in DeKalb County?
Like the total number of kids?
Yes.
We can get, last year I think we had about 150. It was around there.
It's difficult because to recruit more kids, because you got youth soccer, obviously y'all are kind of around the same timeline. is it more difficult trying to, get kids because they're playing these other sports that are going on now? And I'll go back to and I remember when you played Little League and back when I was involved in it, there wasn't as much going on. Do you see that there's just more now that the kids have opportunities and you're not getting as many kids to play baseball?
It's wild. The opportunities for the kids nowadays it's crazy. You got soccer now. They've had soccer for a while now. But,
yeah.
Travel baseball. I mean, a lot of parents won't sign their kids up because they're playing travel baseball, and that takes up a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, I know that. So, I understand that, but I also understand the camaraderie of having the kids play together.
Sure.
Because they're going to eventually go on and play middle school ball all together. They're going to play high school ball all together.
Right.
Which I'm not saying anything bad about travel ball. My son plays it as well. I just think it's more reps.
It's just there's so much more going on now than it used to be. And like you say, there's so many more opportunities for kids to do, even if they don't play baseball, to play other sports. It's good and bad because, it's going to detract one sport from the other. But I'm always in favor of kids having any opportunity to get out and do something other than, all day long. So y'all chime in here, Casey, Chris. Don't talk about officiating, Casey. Casey might want to volunteer to ref or coach. By the way,
I will talk about officiating for DeKalb Little League. Jesse is the benefactor of the probably best set of umpires in the state of Tennessee, headed by Alan Wilkins. He is, what a blessing to have him out there. The guy is the truest of professionals.
He's a walking rule book.
Yes,
he knows everything about it.
Tell us about the conference. Who's all in the conference? How you play and all that.
So we got Warren County, White County, Clay County, Baxter, Cookeville, Livingston. Might be missing, but that's pretty much that's pretty much all of them. And like in All Stars, that's who travel and play that, and that's our state tournament. Is those teams?
Is it similar to Little League? You said state tournament, so is the state level as far as the highest level you compete at?
Yes.
Okay, so I know, and I don't know if Little League has changed over the years, but used to it would go to regionals and so on, and I guess they still do because obviously there's still Little League World Series, but it does stop on the state level. What organization basically is it?
It is Middle Tennessee Baseball.
Okay. Just for people out there that may not know or be as familiar with it, I know people talk about, Little League. Little League was for many years the staple here, but Jesse, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the teams in our area that we used to compete with, particularly in All-Stars, have also moved out of Little League, and it was getting harder to find teams to go up against once you got to the tournament level. Is that correct?
Oh, that's 100% correct. I mean, the only county around that does it that I know of is Smith County.
Yeah.
And like if we did it, like if we go and play postseason baseball, go to the Nashville area.
Sure. I think even back in the day, Smith County played, but White County was involved in Little League back then, and Portland and Gallatin were a couple of longer trips, but there was a good group of people that honestly worked together, and it's changed so much, and I know it's tough. You'd like to have that Little League, affiliation, but you just it's not feasible anymore.
No, it's really not. There's certain regulations that we follow that we.
Jesse, do you have coaches lined up? Are you in need of coaches as far as just kind of looking ahead and getting in preparation for the league? Are there things that the league needs right now?
Yeah, I mean we definitely need coaches. They can sign up the same way that you sign your kid up. There for that too. This year, I'm going to try to do something a little different and have like a coaches clinic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reach out and see if we can't get some local coaches around that come in and show, because sometimes you don't have somebody that they're willing to donate their time, but they don't have much experience in baseball.
Sure.
And that's what I'm hoping the coaches can do, just teach them how to run a practice and just basics in and outs of baseball.
See, I think we ought to be a coach. We ought to take over and have our own team. Kelly can be the head coach, and I'll do PR. You guys can figure out what you want to do. How about that?
Can I coach via phone? because I'll probably be at one of my kids.
See, we can bring Daniel in too because
Yes.
Daniel coaches. So we could have our own DC
I think
Blitz
Daniel
team.
be the head coach, and I'll run PR.
I will make sure the concession stand is manned. But it takes a lot of people, volunteers. I mentioned concession stand, and I know back in my day of doing it, trying to get people to work the concession stand was difficult enough.
Yeah, no, that can be difficult, and we do like a concession buyout. Like if you don't want to work concession stand, you pay the fee, but if you don't, then you volunteering yourself to work. But
I have to know, do you still do, if you bring the foul ball back, you get a free bag of popcorn?
It's not a bag of popcorn anymore. It's last year it was a snow cone. This year, not sure what it would be. I have a concession.
You need to do pickle pops because
We do pickle pops.
pickle pops are evidently. My daughter, we played the COVID year. We played up here, and Marley found out that a foul ball got a bag of popcorn, and I swear that kid ran down every foul ball.
Oh, yeah. That's a good way to get the balls back.
Yeah, I mean, she was fighting. I mean, she wasn't very old either. She was fighting the boys. She's like, "No, I'm going to get a popcorn."
Jesse, you talked about this money going towards the Little League fields. Do you have a vision about, other than just maintenance, do you have a vision about some upgrades that you would like to do at the fields?
Yeah, so we're currently in the process of getting, we're leveling out the infield, and we're putting new dirt, and new dirt's expensive. So we're putting that down on the main field. On the other field, on the coach pitch field, creating the base paths a little bit wider, just making it. My goal is to make it look presentable for all-stars and for the league. Make it a safer place because right now there's rocks all in the dirt and stuff. And by the time the season starts, that'll be renovated.
Some other fundraising ideas that you may be looking at, or I know you've mentioned, well, of course, what's coming up next week, and we again want to remind people the Cornhole Tournament Chili Cook-Off at the DeKalb County Complex Friday starting at 5 o'clock. Car show coming up at DCA, the DeKalb Christian Academy, out in what I still call the old Pomida building, if you're not familiar with that. Coming up on March 1st from 9 to 11. Are there anything else that you got in the works? Because I know, like you say, it takes a lot of money. Are you looking at some other ideas or have any other plans as of now?
We don't have any other plans as of now. Ready for baseball to get started. Get these events going, get them out of the way, ready for baseball.
And anonymous donations, just
there you go.
Blank check straight to Jesse, and they take care of the rest of it. Don't have to worry about it. Simple.
Donations, donate your time. If you don't have the money to donate your time because, it's for the kids. And I just always go back to saying that it's for the kids. When you talk about somebody doing a buyout for a concession stand, I get time is precious sometimes, and maybe some people can't, but if you can donate anything to give to these kids, please do, because it keeps them out of trouble. It gives them something to do. It keeps them off their phones and their tablets for a little while.
I'm going from mom mode here. When does your season start? When does it end? How many practices? What do you play? Like some of those things that sometimes keeps parents from playing. Because
what color socks are you supposed to wear?
I'll leave that up to the coaches.
I'm not getting into that. But I'm just saying some of those things keep parents from playing because they don't know how much time they're having to invest.
Very true.
So opening day will be April 5th. That'll be a Saturday, and we'll have every team there playing that day. And then from there on, we'll play Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, but it'll be based on the age group. Because we do only have 2 fields. We got 3 leagues that play on those 2 fields, so we have to split up. Practices, we leave that up to the coaches, however much they want to practice. But again, playing 3 days a week when the season starts, it's kind of hard to practice. So sometimes coaches would practice on the weekend. I'll leave that up to the coaches.
Do the coaches of the teams have designated times that they can practice on the field, or are they looking for places around the county to practice?
No, sir. We schedule them to practice based on like what their desired times are.
Do some of them though do that on if they got a place where they can practice? I mean, that's not against league rules, I guess.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they can practice wherever they want. We just give them
set time
that they have that field.
I've written down April 5th. And if we can make it work, we'd like to do the show there at opening ceremonies that day and be part of that as well. I don't know if y'all be starting at 9 in the morning, but we can work out logistics about that. But and certainly anything DC Blitz can do to help promote DeKalb youth baseball, Jesse. Your office is right down from mine, so just feel free to hit us up anytime. And we thank you for coming out to talk about your event. We'll be promoting that throughout the course of the week, and anytime we can be of service, just let us know.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir. Jesse Sutton with DeKalb Youth Baseball, our guest. When we come back, we'll have the announcement of the Good Health Family Clinic, Student Athlete of the Week, and whatever else we decide to talk about. This is DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.
Teamwork, accountability, honesty, showing respect, dependability. These are all qualities that I began learning as an athlete growing up in DeKalb County. Hi, this is Tennessee Assistant Golf Coach Payne Denman. Whenever you're looking for a teammate that has your back, look no farther than my friend Grant James and the team at DeKalb County Insurance. They can help out with all your business, auto, home, life, or Medicare insurance needs. Give them a call today at 615-597-0660 or visit them at www.decabinsurance.net. Tell them I sent you, and as always, go Vols.
When closing on a new home or piece of property, you want the process to be as smooth as possible. For almost 20 years, DeKalb Title LLC has been helping new property owners in Smithville and DeKalb County through that process promptly and efficiently. As your trusted title expert and closing company, they believe buying or selling real estate should be a joyous occasion, and their team does everything possible to keep it that way. DeKalb Title works to make sure your transaction gets to the closing table and your new property is secure for years to come. Let DeKalb Title help you close and protect your residential, commercial, or new construction transaction today. Call 615-597-2303 or visit them online at DeKalbTitle.com.
As first-time home buyers, navigating the real estate market can be both exciting and daunting. At Farmhouse Realty, we understand your unique needs and are dedicated to guiding you through the process with ease. With our extensive knowledge of DeKalb County and its surrounding areas, we can help you find your dream home or sell your existing property at the best possible price. Farmhouse Realty is committed to understanding your financial situation and goals, finding the perfect home that aligns with your lifestyle, negotiating the best terms for your purchase or sale, and being there for you every step of the way. Give us a call today at 615-597-FARM. That's 615-597-3276, or check out our listings at farmhouserealty.org. Farmhouse Realty. Let us help you achieve your real estate dreams.
Hey, Sam!
Who said that? Cheryl? What are you doing up there?
My bank always leaves me up in the air. I'm still waiting for an answer. Oh, darn birds.
Well, switch to First Bank. They have fast local decision makers and the latest banking products and digital.
Whew, what a relief. I'll call First Bank. When I was up there, I saw a branch near me.
First Bank never leaves you hanging. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
Prompt, professional, and courteous healthcare services. That's what you find when you visit Good Health Family Clinic, 414 East Broad Street in Smithville. When you're on the go, you can't afford to be sick. The staff at Good Health Family Clinic is committed to getting you back on your feet and feeling better as soon as possible. They are locally owned, so you know you're being helped by people from right here at home, who you know and trust. Good Health Family Clinic accepts most insurances and is currently accepting new patients. Call to schedule an appointment, 615-597-4432. Good Health Family Clinic. Your family's good health is our mission.
Impact Physical Therapy is a direct access, cash pay physical therapy clinic, which means your care is provided one-on-one by a doctor of physical therapy, tailored to you and your needs. Whether it be injury, performance, or generalized health improvements, a plan is developed to improve your overall health, mobility, and strength safely and without injury. Another benefit of direct access is if injury does occur, you can immediately seek out care for an evaluation and treatment, potentially that day or the next day, without having to wait for a doctor appointment. Impact Physical Therapy, located at 656 West Broad Street in Smithville, inside Vitality Fit. For an appointment, call or text 615-464-7479.
Do you ever get tired of long waits at the corporate pharmacy? Well, let me introduce you to your hometown hero, Johnny's Drugs. Located at 516 West Main Street in Smithville, Johnny's Drugs is all about friendly service and efficiency. Our team knows your name and understands your needs because we're not just a pharmacy, we're your neighbors. Experience the warm, welcoming atmosphere that only a hometown pharmacy can provide. Johnny's Drugs, where friendly faces and efficient hometown service come together.
When you've been in business for over a quarter century, you know you're doing something right. And they've been doing things right at Kilgore's Restaurant since 1997. When you ask people around town about the best place to eat, you can bet the name Kilgore's will be mentioned. From their amazing chicken to juicy steaks, fresh fish, succulent shrimp, hearty burgers, or flavorful pork chops, Kilgore's has something for everyone. Don't forget their hot bar at lunchtime, Mondays through Fridays, then bring the family back for dinner. They are open from 10 until 9 Mondays through Thursdays and 10 until 10 on Fridays. If you're on the go, you can phone in your order at 615-215-8249, then pick it up at their convenient drive-through window. Come on down to Kilgore's Restaurant, where every meal feels like home.
At Love Cantrell Funeral Home, we understand that this life is a journey filled with highs and lows. Just as every game has its final whistle, so too does every life have its final moment. When that time comes, Love Cantrell Funeral Home would love the opportunity to earn your trust. We provide compassionate care and professional services to fit your family's financial needs. Whether you're celebrating a life well lived or finding comfort in the time of sudden loss, we're here to support you every step of the way. Love Cantrell Funeral Home has been a proud sponsor of all DeKalb County athletics for over 65 years. Love Cantrell Funeral Home, where love is not only in our name, but also in our services.
Ranger brake offers made in the USA, assembled in the USA, and world-sourced brake lines so that they can meet all levels of market demand. That helps them maintain a good, better, and best approach to giving customers the options they need to succeed with ease. Ranger Brake has a second-to-none qualifying process which ensures each and every product is certified before it's actually sold in the USA. By providing qualified products that are tested in the USA, Ranger Brake is doing their part to keep it safe out on the roads. Ranger Brake, proud supporters of all DeKalb County athletics.
Smithville FBC is proud to support DC Blitz and all DeKalb Sports. We have a place for you to call home on Sunday mornings and Wednesday night. We have nursery available. Pre-K through 5th graders are welcome to join Faith Kids. 6th through 12th graders are welcome to join FBC students, and everyone's outside of that is welcome to join all of our adult ministries. We meet Wednesday nights at 6, and Sunday morning small groups begin at 9 with worship at 10. Join us at Smithville FBC. It's a place to call home.
When it's time to attack those outdoor landscaping projects, you want to go into battle with the tools that will help you get the job done right the first time. After all, your time is precious. When you're ready to go on the offensive, let Southern Landscape Supply get you armed with the best landscaping tools on the market. Southern Landscape Supply is the home of Bad Boy mowers, tractors, UTVs, and handheld tools. Bad Boy, with their legendary reputation for strength, performance, and value. Hustler mowers, DeWalt, Red Max, and Echo handheld power tools, specialty turf equipment, and more. Plus, they offer the best parts and second-to-none customer service. Ready to attack your landscaping project? Prepare yourself with the best tools at the best value. Visit Southern Landscape Supply, 611 Rich Froning Way in Cookeville, or online at thesouthernlandscapesupply.com.
Smithville's brand new hair experience is the Hairloom, located at 107 West Main Street, in the heart of downtown. At the Hairloom, we believe that every client deserves exceptional service and personalized care. Whether you're looking for a fresh cut, a stunning color, or a rejuvenating facial, our experienced team of licensed barbers, cosmetologists, and estheticians is here to make your vision a reality. Step into our relaxing and friendly environment where you can unwind while we pamper you. Your comfort and satisfaction are our top priorities. Give us a call at 615-417-1081 or book your appointment online at thehairloom.com. Experience the hair journey you've been waiting for at the Hairloom, where your beauty blooms.
DC Blitz presented by DeKalb County Insurance, back for a final segment. We were talking about the weather because it's supposed to get bone-chilling cold by the first of the week, and I don't look forward to that, gentlemen. That, as I put it, I heard this on another radio show this week. When they start talking about the temperature in one-syllable words, I don't like it. And 2, 3, 5, 6, all that does not sound appealing to me.
It is a real thing, and I didn't believe it when I was younger.
Yeah.
But it is a real thing that the older you get, the worse the cold feels. And it's real, and I hate it. I don't like it. I love being out of school all week. That was great. But you're not going to – I'll stay inside and watch our Yorkie go to the bathroom, but I'm not stepping out there if I don't have to.
I think there's a lot of teachers and students very happy there's no school Monday with the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, but it is going to be cold. Take precautions as I don't think we're expecting any snow. I've refused to watch a forecast since they blew it last week with the blizzard that wasn't, but the cold is bad enough, and with all the rain, it will be a little bit icy out there, so be careful.
Can't trust that Alabama heat bubble.
Yeah, exactly. Global chilling, I guess, is what it is. I don't know if it'll affect the slate of games coming up. We hope not. Monday, Kelly's West School basketball boys are set to play Lobelville, as we've been talking about, at the James C. Hale State Tournament at Middle Tennessee Christian School of Murfreesboro quarterfinal round. That game at 3:15, and we've talked about this already. Should they win that game, and Casey's already said they're going to because they're going to the championship, we're going to try our best to go over for the semifinal round, which would be on Monday, Monday or Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday the 28th. At 6:30, they would be playing in a semifinal game. We're also going to try, hopefully, if the Saints and Lady Saints win their openers, to do their semifinal games, if possible, at Avery Trace. The Saints will play on Tuesday at 6 o'clock against Prescott in their first round game. If they win that, then they will play Upperman. Casey, you've seen Prescott. The Saints seem like they've been able to battle with that team. What do you foresee in that matchup between those two?
Tough to beat a team 3 times in the season. That's the biggest thing you worry about. Essentially, that's a very good team. It just matches up well with us. You essentially have Crew Martin, which we'll all remember Linus, one of his children, who is if that kid gets hot, he can take over any game. And so you have to be mindful of him the whole game. I think really what is the key for us is to get shots going. I think that was the key to the win Thursday night. Was Hayden come out and hit a 3-pointer right off the table.
A long 3-pointer that.
Yeah. Don't kid yourself. That team lives and dies by the 3-point shot. And if it's not falling, then you have to you become one-dimensional essentially. So you end up forcing the ball in with Reed and Gavin down low, and you know how great they are at hitting layups. So the Hayden needs to make himself known in that game, because when he does, the rest of the team follows. So,
of those other 3 outside shooters that you talk about, which one of those would be the best of the 3 as far as being a slasher, someone who could penetrate and take it to the rim?
Probably Keegan. That kid's tough as nails. He can hit. Keegan's problem is he does not take enough shots. If he would take more shots, he would be, in 10-point range every night. But Keegan also has the ability to drive on you. Which is funny because he may be the smallest player on the team. It's him or Austin one. But Keegan could take it to the basket. Austin is another great athlete. He's not his growth spurt yet. When he does, it's going to be even more magical. But Austin, when he's on, has a very natural shot. He's very, very fun to watch. And so essentially, you have Hayden, Quarles, you have Austin, and then you have Keegan as the 5th man there. They have a 6th man, and that is Skylar Harriet, that you'll see come in when he provides a spark. So when they get in a shooting slump, look for Skylar to come in and really kind of, he's not afraid to drive into the basket. In fact, of the 6, he's the one that would be the most likely, to come in down low. But I like him a lot too because he's not afraid to take shots, and that's the way you know. What did Wayne Gretzky say? You miss 100% of all the shots you don't take. So shoot out of it.
That's my basketball career in a nutshell, right there. So Saints again coming up Tuesday night, and again, all those games have been played at Avery Trace Middle School over in Cookeville. 6:00 start time, and of course, Coach Patterson filled us in on their schedule. They'll play Wednesday night against Stone Memorial in their quarterfinal round game. 6:00. She'll get back with us on should they win that game. I think she was thinking Thursday night would be their semifinal. We'll have that information on our DC Blitz Facebook page as soon as we have that. And DeKalb County Tigers, Lady Tigers, they'll be at home against Livingston coming up on Tuesday night. Then they'll travel to Stone Memorial. It's pretty much district all the way, guys, from here on out, except one game at Warren County, I believe. So it's going to be a tough road from here on out because every team, I think, on both boys and girls districts, they're loaded. I mean, you got to we've known for a long time how good the girls district is. And the boys district is always competitive. You got a great Upperman team. You got a great Stone team. You had a Livingston team that almost upset Upperman earlier in the week. Cumberland County beat White County last night. I'm telling you what, guys, it's a battle for both these teams, night in and night out.
It's a jockeying for position this late in the season, but I think more importantly, for Coach Agee in particular, that it's a time that they can still kind of tweak some things.
Mm-hmm.
He's talked about implementing a new defense. I'm sure there are wrinkles off of that they can use. But, you know, against a team that, you know, slim chances of winning, use that as an opportunity to work on some things and prepare yourself, because that's one thing about basketball that's a little bit different from football is doesn't really matter so much other than your positioning and who you're going to seed against as it is preparing for that postseason play, and that's the third part of the season they've got to be ready for.
We've talked a lot about the middle school. It's the same way in the boys and girls in the high school. They got to hit shots.
Yeah.
I mean, they are not shooting at the percentage they need to be shooting at right now. And layups, by the way, part of the problem.
Yep. Saw that a lot in the boys game last night. You know, just some bunnies, short, you 3-5 foot shots and then just attacking the rim. They won't go. And quite a struggle, as I mentioned earlier. They were 18 of 50 from the floor last night. And, you got to get those percentages. That's on your home court. That's what really that's where you really got to have that home court advantage. And Coach Agee's mentioned that. Our team's just not consistently shooting as well. And I go back to early in the week, they went over to Crossville to play Cumberland County. They're up 16 at the half, and they end up losing by 5. And he said, again, it's just shooting. Shooting the basketball was the issue.
That's tough. It seems like our basketball teams this year are all having the same problem.
Yeah.
It's shooting and holding on to leads into the fourth quarter.
Fouls.
Yeah. Definitely fouls.
All right, the moment you've been waiting for, the announcement of this week's Good Health Family Clinic Student Athlete of the Week. We had 5 nominees this week. I think that's the most we've ever had on the program. Zoe Ashburn, Aiden Garza, Dallas Kirby, Hayden Quarles, and Kaylee Womack. Zoe with the DeKalb Middle School Lady Saints, Aiden with the DeKalb West Bulldogs, Dallas with the DeKalb County High School Tiger basketball team, Hayden, of course, the DeKalb Middle School Saints, and Kaylee with DeKalb West School. We had to have a special tiebreaker this morning because the vote was so close. And after all is said and done, after scoring 15 of her team's 23 points in their first victory of the year, Kaylee Womack of the DeKalb West School Lady Bulldogs is this week's Good Health Family Clinic Student Athlete of the Week. Kaylee in her 8th grade season, her final season, playing at DeKalb West. We know it's been a tough year for the Lady Bulldogs. They almost got another win. They were within 3 at Tucker's Crossroads on Thursday night, so they closed out very strong. But, guys, Kaylee, she's been a great leader for that team. We got a chance to talk to her over at Smith County before their games over there back around Christmas time. And happy for her. And, she's worked hard, persevered, and just, didn't let the season keep her down, guys. She came out, she played, she's led this team, and just a lot of resiliency, I think, both with the Lady Saints and the Lady Bulldogs. Not the best records when you look at it, win-loss records. But you can't tell everything about your team, Coach, as you know, by simply looking at a win-loss record.
No, you can't. And I heard somebody talk earlier today, it's want to build, and this was on the Zone, they were talking NBA's new football coach, and he's like, at NBA, it's about building men and husbands and fathers as well as good athletes. And I think that's what they're doing there as well. And they can build off of this year with what they've got coming back. The inexperience is going to get a year older, and that's only promising.
All right, guys, before we wrap up, who you picking? Ohio State, Notre Dame, who wins, and who you pulling for? Casey.
The earthquake.
Let's not throw natural disasters in this, Casey.
I am so uninterested in this game that I don't even know what is it. Monday?
Monday night.
Yeah,
yep.
That's how uninterested I am in this game.
Okay.
I seen a map on Facebook the other day that was very appropriate, at least for me, and it said, "Who are you rooting for?" And it had like a picture of all 50 states. And so Indiana was Notre Dame. Ohio State was Ohio was Ohio State, and the rest of the country was gray, and it said Meteor on there. I'm for the Meteor. So
I'm not for that either. But anyway, what about it, Coach?
I'm pulling for Tennessee.
Yeah,
I still think they've got the opportunity to pull this thing off. Unfortunately, I don't care for either team. I'm like Casey, but I do think that Ohio State, one, very athletic, two, they are on such a roll right now, playing such complementary football, defense, special teams, just a complete effort in their semifinal game. I look, 2 touchdowns, victory for Ohio State.
I'll say this. I am glad Ohio State made it all the way, I guess, because that makes that hard to watch game against us feel a little better, I guess.
They steamrolled Oregon. And, I mean, Ohio State, the best team money can buy in college football. There, that was out there all season long about the amount of money spent through NIL to put this team together. They were supposed to win it all, guys. I mean, and I thought they underachieved for the most part through the regular season. Lost to a not good at all Michigan team. Thought they got a little too much benefit of the doubt going into the seedings for the playoffs, but that's the way it is. They're a super talented team, but I tell you what, Notre Dame has surprised me. I always just wait for Notre Dame to lose to somebody they shouldn't lose to.
Like Northern Illinois.
Like Northern Illinois. But they've played some good football here in this playoff. On paper, to me, Ohio State should probably win this thing 10, 14 points. I think. I mean, I think, but I tell you what, I'm gonna predict Notre Dame wins this thing. I think they're gonna pull the upset.
You know what's crazy is Ryan Day might have been fired if he'd lost to us in that first round. That's how
he might get fired if they lose to Notre Dame.
Everybody talks about how crazy Tennessee fans are. Them Ohio State fans need to get a dose of reality.
They were selling tickets to Tennessee fans.
Yeah,
I mean, the Vol representation there at the Horseshoe was unreal. You wouldn't have seen that at Neyland.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back.
Recently.
If Vol fans were mad enough at the coach, I could see that at Neyland. But that stuns me, guys. I think Day's a good coach. It's probably not the name they think they should have, but you're in a national championship game.
Again, I think it's probably more than your head coach. Because you touched on it, you talk about this NIL money.
Oh, yeah.
And I can be a heck of a coach if I've got all my athletes surrounded by all my other athletes, and we're just going to put it down on and see what happens.
I want to throw this one out here, too, as we wrap up, because I got a pretty good opinion on this. Bill Belichick has gone to North Carolina at age 72. He's not signed his contract yet, allegedly. So with this NIL world we're seeing, and guys like Saban are walking away from this, they don't want to deal with it. Belichick, successful at North Carolina, failure at North Carolina, never coaches a game at North Carolina and goes back to the NFL. Casey?
I think he either never coaches there or he's a failure. And I don't know. The whole NIL thing, if he's got a war chest somewhere, and there's no telling what North Carolina has told him either.
Oh, sure.
Because let's face it, Bill Belichick probably could have picked a higher level job than North Carolina if he'd really wanted to.
I don't know about that.
Well, here's the thing, though. Think about, and you said it, Saban's running away from it. Belichick's run to it. All right, so why is that? Well, Saban's not used to money. Belichick's used to money.
Yeah.
So, he knows how to, he knows the deal with managing, professional, or
Right.
paid, athletes. So that tells me that, one, I think he took the job because he wants to set somebody else up. But I think that North Carolina's probably told him, hey, this is where we're gonna get some money in here. This is how we're getting the money. Yours to spend, and we're gonna help you get the athletes. So I don't know. You'll see in the transfer portal, I guess.
I can't get over the fact that North Carolina's a basketball school. And I know, with the retirement and the transition they're going through now, it's a basketball school. It's a basketball conference.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't kept up. If he has not signed his contract, I know their last
What's
report.
the deal with that? Why hadn't he signed it? I mean,
if that's on him and you have 6 NFL openings, if there is an owner and ownership that is willing to put up with a Belichick.
Dallas.
Well, that's Sanders, isn't it?
I hope so. I so hope so. Anyway, we won't get on that one.
Then you've got Sanders and Hunter coming in as your rookies, they'll put all that money. But, yeah, I think if there are 6 openings out there, if he's not signed his contract, you're looking at basketball school.
Yeah.
Belichick knows it's a basketball school.
Right.
But he would have had to have known, or at least expected, there would be NFL openings before he went down that road.
He did not get a sniff last year, though. And, I mean, there's allegedly some smoke around the Falcons. I think it came out a little later on that there wasn't really that much interest from the Falcons in Belichick. So I think he wanted to coach. Me personally, I don't think he'll be successful at North Carolina.
I don't think he'll be there.
I think he might be there for a year, but I'm going to tell you what, if they go out there and it's ugly, and it very well could be, I don't know, guys. I think it could be a one and done deal. I think his heart is in the NFL. If he could be there, he would be there. If he gets a great enough offer, if he gets any offer, he wants to pass Shula. There's no doubt about that. He wants to pass Shula, but I just don't. I don't think it's going to work out well if he stays at North Carolina.
What's the history tell you about NFL coaches coming to colleges? Throw out Harbaugh. I mean, he did well at Michigan coming back, but who else has done really good coming back recently from the NFL to coach a college team?
And you can go the other way. You can flip that. College coaches going up to the NFL. Hasn't worked.
Yep. Kelly says she's pulling for Notre Dame. She likes their colors.
Yeah.
Can they wear their green jerseys?
So Kelly's on board with Notre Dame. I'm taking Notre Dame in the upset. I just think it's going to happen. And I think
have a legitimate question about Notre Dame. Is that statue really called Touchdown Jesus up there? Like, is that supposedly a picture of Jesus and they call it Touchdown Jesus?
It's called that. I mean, whether it's officially the name or not, I couldn't tell you. I'm not a. I'd need a Notre Dame fan to chime in on that.
I am
don't
not
know.
a Catholic, okay? Sorry, nothing against Catholics, okay? But it just does seem weird that Catholics would have nobody has an exception with calling a statue of Jesus something other than Holy Father or Jesus, like, Touchdown Jesus. That I don't know. Sorry. So
Craig Hales chimed in to say that Belichick's son is the head coach in waiting, and that very well could be. By the way, Craig, we want to congratulate you on your trivia win Thursday night. Although 3/4 of our team was at the middle school game,
and a quarter of his team was new,
and supporting the Saints.
Ringers then, huh?
And our team still finished second. But congratulations, Craig. We wish you well in your next round of the trivia postseason. I was trying to find that word.
I will say, Craig, to Craig, you did well, because it really did bother them that you were there and they weren't. So.
We like to have a lot of fun. We enjoy trivia night for sure. We have a lot of fun with that each week. All right. Let's get out of here, guys. Let's go find something to eat. That donut hole just didn't do it for me. For our producer, Daniel, I just forgot your name. All of a sudden, it's been one of them days today. I have forgotten everything, but Daniel, we appreciate all the work he does behind the scenes. To all of our guests today, we had a great lineup with Bryna Pelham here. Leading things off, of course, Coach Erin Patterson. Always great to have her on the program with Taylynn Taylor and Emmaline Hendrix and Jesse Sutton from DeKalb Youth Baseball. For Kelly, Casey, and the coach, Chris Vance, I'm Tom Duggan saying so long this week from DC Blitz, presented by DeKalb County Insurance.